guys, it's your girl T and welcome to another recap of the Young and the Ratchet, aka Loving Hip Hop ATL. And yesterday we had a good old time on Twitter going in on all the fuckery that is Loving Hip Hop ATL. Now they did do a special show last week and I didn't recap that. I'm going to kind of do two recaps in one. So last week's episode we left off where Kirks were up and down that his little light-skinned baby was not his. Which to me made absolutely no sense because Kirk and Rashida's oldest son is also light-skinned just like Rashida. You know, I could see Rashida was a dark-skinned woman, but she's light-skinned and obviously the baby took after Rashida's skin tone. So Kirk is just reaching for a damn storyline. This milk dud throat-looking motherfucker just gets on my nerves with all his foolishness and fuckery. And then also what happened last week is that Nico and Stevie J got up into it. So Stevie J just happens to run into Nico at the gym. And Stevie's like, you know what, if I find out that you leaked them tapes, you're going to have another thing coming. I'm about to beat your ass. And Nico's like, well, come up here then and do something. So Stevie J goes running up there. And of course, security comes and grabs them. Then Nico act like he's about to jump off the fence and go run at this Stevie J. And security grabs him. I'm like, they was just doing too much in that scene. I honestly think that Mona should have just let them fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Since they want to talk tough and everything else, Mona should have just let them scrap it out. So let's see who won. And then kept it moving. But that whole little fight scene to me was weak as hell. And then what I also found funny in that episode is that Stevie wants to go off on Mimi about this sex tape. And to me, in my personal opinion, Stevie has no room to judge. I feel bad for their baby Eva because she literally has two thirsty ass parents who both have sex tapes out there. Did y'all forget that Stevie J was fucking Eve on tape? When that sex tape leaked of Eve having sex on tape, that was her and Stevie J. So Stevie J has no room to talk. And like Mimi said to Stevie J, when you Google Stevie J, the first thing that comes up is that mighty beef stick. So he has no room to talk because we done seen all of Stevie J's private parts, okay? So that's really what caught my attention in episode 2. So now we're gonna move on to episode 3, which was last night, okay? So in the opening scene, you have Nico. Mimi's going to go pick him up, and Nico decides to tell Mimi about the confrontation that he had with Stevie J. And Nico's like, you know what? He's getting mad at me, and so what if I leak the sex tape? It don't matter. Stevie's the past. And I'm like, bitch, did you just hear him confess? He just said, so what if I leak the sex tape? So obviously he leaked the sex tape. That motherfucker Miko was licking that damn envelope just like this damn meme, sending that shit off to Vivid. He knows damn well he leaked that shit. Mimi wants to get mad to him. Why you telling him that Vivid is picking it up and we getting paid from it? You had no business telling him that. And Nico's like, so what? You know, it don't matter. I'm your man now. Why are you worried about what he thinks about you? And so Mimi starts going off and Mimi's like, get out my truck. And Nico's like, I'm not going nowhere. No, you about to take me home. And then Mimi's like, well, fine, I'm getting out my truck. This bitch pulls over, gets out her truck, and starts walking. Bitch, I wish I would get out my damn truck that my damn poom poom done paid for. He would have got his black ass out my truck before I got out my shit. Mimi is a damn fool. I can't believe this woman is 46 years old. She needs to have several fucking seats for her behavior. Moving on to the next scene. Next scene, we have our homeboy Scrappy. Scrappy is such a mess. So he's going to go visit his friend, Erica. I use that term friend lightly because we all know Scrappy has so many female friends in the ATL, and for some mysterious reason, they all get fucked by Scrappy. So Scrappy walks in and he sees all these candles. It's like the bitch went shopping at Bath and Body Works right before Scrappy got there because she had every candle known to man lit up. It looked like she's about to hold a seance. So Scrappy walks in, he's like, damn, you know, they look nice up in here, smell good and everything else. Are we about to pray? We about to have sex? And then she starts laughing like, ooh, Scrappy, you so crazy. Knowing damn well she ready to bang his brains out. So they're talking and everything, and she's like, well, how does Bambi feel about you being here? And Scrappy's like, well, I know she wouldn't like it because I know she's caught feelings, you know, but it is what it is. And then, you know, they start talking and everything, and you can tell there's a bunch of sexual chemistry in the room, and I'm sure once the cameras left, Scrappy hit that. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we had Jocelyn and Stevie, and Jocelyn be cracking me up with her accent. This woman is a fool. So Stevie's telling Jocelyn all about the porn tape and how Nico, aka Freako, as Stevie called him, said that he basically took the tape to Vivid and sold it to Vivid. And Jocelyn's like, this don't make no sense. They're old as hell. Why are they sitting here trying to do porn? Mimi wants to talk shit about me, but she's no better than me. She's like, you know, Mimi and Nico are old as hell. They're just too old for these shenanigans. I swear Jocelyn be cracking me up when she says the word shenanigans. So then Stevie J tells Jocelyn that basically he's inviting Benzino and his new girlfriend over to the house so that way they can meet them. And Jocelyn's like, well, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't really do no hoes. I can't stand no thirsty bitches. I can't stand no hoes. Now y'all know this, Jocelyn is always forever calling somebody a hoe. And that's because hoes recognize other hoes. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene we have Erica Dixon, her model boyfriend O'Shea, Yung Joc, and Karlie Redd. So Erica and O'Shea decide to invite Yung Joc and Karlie to go bowling with them because Erica wants to introduce everybody to O'Shea. Then all of a sudden, Yung Joc is in his confessional and he is literally jocking O'Shea. He's like, dang, you know, O'Shea put me to shame. He was all big and buff. He had muscles. He's like, ain't no hate running through my veins. O'Shea got a nice body. He even had on a hat that said O'Shea the model. And I'm sitting here like, this is kind of awkward. Why the fuck is he jocking O'Shea so hard? I'm like, really, Yung Joc? Is there something that you want to tell us, bruh? We're all ears, honey. Spill that tea, boo. So anyway, so they're all sitting there bowling. They're having a good time. And yes, O'Shea is fine. O'Shea has a nice body. Erica, yes, you did good picking him as far as looks go. But O'Shea lost a lot of cool points for me last night. And when I tell y'all folks started calling his ass old broke, I fell the hell out on Twitter. So what happened is that once they got ready to go, Yung Joc was like, oh, you know, I'll pay the tab, you know, don't worry about it. And O'Shea was like, nah, bro, you know, we invited y'all out. We got this. Don't worry about it. And Yung Joc is like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, we got this. So Yung Joc and Karlie leave. O'Shea looked dead at Erica. He said, baby, I'm going to need your credit card. When I tell y'all I fell the hell out, I said, no, he didn't just ask for her credit card after he offered to pay. And then Erica's like, well, you know, it's not the first time. He's been struggling. He hasn't been getting as much work, so I've been covering everything. First of all, Erica Boo, you are a grown woman. You are not 21 years old. I'm sorry. Looks fade, dick fades, but wealth is something that can last y'all forever. You can't be in a relationship with somebody based on looks alone. Looks and dick don't pay the bills. I'm sorry, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I do not do broke, honey. The second he was like, oh, my modeling jobs ain't coming in and I'm not really working like that, he would have been cut off. One thing I do not do is take care of no grown-ass man. If you can't bring nothing to the table, if you're not talking about building wealth and, you know, us coming together trying to build some shit, you got to keep it moving. To me, O'Shea is cute. He's just a looker, but he's a broke-ass Instagram model. Let's keep it 100. Because anybody who's a model, if you've ever modeled before, unless you are Tyson Beckford, unless you are Tyra Banks, unless you are a big-time model and you've been signed and people from all over the world want you, you're not making money like that. You might make, you know, anywhere from $100 to $1,000 per session, and that session might come once a month, it might come once a week, but usually modeling money is not money that you can just live off of unless you're a big time model, and especially urban models. Urban models don't really make shit like that. So I don't understand why this man is just, you know, putting all his eggs in one basket to become a model. He should have another job. That's silly. That's like me quitting my damn day job to go be a model. That's insane. I've modeled, but it's always been some part-time shit, and I've always done IT full-time. So when he came to her and he said he didn't have no other job but modeling, my ass would have kept it moving. One thing I don't do is models, producers, rappers. Unless you are really in the game and making money, I don't want to hear none of that hood booger shit. So Erica gets to fail for this situation. Old Broke's broke ass pimp hand is strong. When he told Erica, give me that credit card, she was digging in her motherfucking Michael Kors bag and was like, here you go, O'Shea. The dick must be good because ain't no way in hell I'd pay for shit after his ass offered to pay for it. Moving on to the next damn scene. So in the next scene, we have Bambi, and she done pedaled her way all the way to the damn CVS. Goes to go grab a pregnancy test, and supposedly she's pregnant, and she's real upset, and she's letting Scrappy know that she's pregnant. She just took a pregnancy test, and she's scared at first to tell Scrappy because she feels like Scrappy doesn't really love her, and how's he gonna feel about this baby? But Scrappy's a hood booger. He's happy. He don't care who has his child. You know, I just find this whole situation ridiculous. So Scrappy then goes to go meet with Mama D and let Mama D know about the whole situation. Mama D not only keeps calling Bambi the Bambi, she also says that there's way too many animals running around their palace that she can't keep up. And then she says that she wants the Bambi to keep on her prenatal pills and to take iron pills, and that she needs to do that because if she's going to carry her future prince or princess, they need to make sure that that child is healthy, and she knows all this because she's a nurse. I'm sitting here like, Mama D needs to get her damn life. This woman is a trip. So Scrappy goes, Mama D, are you taking your medicine? Have you been taking your bipolar medicine? And Mama D's like, yeah, of course I've been taking my medicine. I gotta take my medicine because me taking my medicine will ensure that my grandbaby's gonna be healthy. I'm like, what the fuck does you taking your medicine have anything to do with her pregnancy? It's like, this woman is nuts. And Scrappy had me cracking up. He said, I just hope Bambi is ready for Nurse Ratched because Nurse Ratched plans on taking over the whole pregnancy. That last line had me cracking up. I'm like, Scrappy's a fool for that one. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, Kirk decides to meet with Lil Scrappy, and basically Kirk is confessing to Scrappy about how he took a secret DNA test with Benzino and they're waiting for the results because he doesn't know who Rashida may have been messing with. And this whole situation is a mess. Even Scrappy's looking at Kirk like, bitch, you know damn well Rashida ain't cheat on your ass. You know, and that's one thing I can't stand is when folks fuck up and they do the wrong thing and they want to shift their guilt and their blame onto somebody else. He was the one playing her while she was pregnant. He was the one cheating on her. But now all of a sudden she was the one cheating on him. Kirk needs to get his damn life. He knows damn well that baby got his googly eyes and look just like his crazy ass. I'm gonna need Kirk to have several seats for this shit. Moving on to the next scene. On the next scene, Kirk decides to go meet up with Maury to go get the results of the pregnancy test. Oh, I mean not Maury, but Benzino. So he goes to go meet up with Benzino, and Benzino's all fucking dramatic and shit. The test concludes that you're 99.9999% excluded from not being the father. It's like, Benzino, just shut the fuck up and say you are the father in your Maury voice. We didn't need you to remix this shit. This ain't no damn hip-hop album. He's the father, and he knew damn well he was a father. Kirk's thirsty ass is just looking for a storyline. And then they had the nerve to take the damn DNA test and then burn it in the parking lot like Rashida ain't at home looking at Kirk sideways like, no, you didn't take a secret DNA test, and then have the damn film crew film it like Rashida's not gonna find out anyways. I mean, it's like these grown men are just a damn trip. Moving on to the next scene. So in the final scene, Karlie Redd is once again flirting and acting like a tot. She's in the studio basically flirting all up in Jeremiah's face. She act like they're about to kiss, and then all of a sudden the music gets dramatic, the scene gets dark, and then in walks Yung Joc. And Yung Joc is like, what the fuck is this? What the hell is, you know, what's going on here? And Karlie's like, what are you talking about? That's my homeboy, that's Jeremiah. And then Jeremiah's like, you know, hey, you know, what's up? And Joc is like, you know, what up? And then Jeremiah gets ready to walk out, and Joc starts snapping, and Jeremiah's like, is everything good here? What's up? And Joc is like, I got this, everything's good, you need to leave. So Jeremiah walks out, and Joc and Karlie start getting into it, and Karlie's arguing with him, and is like, you know what, it don't matter, I don't have nothing going on with him, you the one fucking everybody in ATL, and da-da-da-da, and she's just going off. And when I tell y'all, Yung Joc had me cracking up. He was like, bitch, fuck you. You look like Shonuff with all that damn weave in your head. When he said that shit, I fell the hell out. And it was just so funny watching them go back and forth. And I'm sitting here like, how can Karlie call him all types of hoes and accuse him of fucking everybody? And every time we see Karlie, she's in the scene with a different man. It's like the pot calm the kettle black. Karlie is an old ass top, point blank period. So Joc gets upset. He runs out the studio. When I tell y'all he got in that damn Dodge Durango, he damn near hit her ass. He sped off so damn fast. Don't get no case behind Karlie's crazy ass. She's not worth it. I mean, the whole situation to me was just ratchet. It's like Karlie acts like a 21-year-old woman instead of a 46-year-old woman. It's like this woman is too old to have herself in all these relationship issues. She needs to get herself together big time. Oh yeah, and before I leave, one more thing that bothered me about the whole Jocelyn and Stevie situation. Now, y'all remember last week when I did my recap, Jocelyn told Erica and them that they had got married July 29th, which is my birthday. Well, last night, Stevie claims that his pastor father married him and Jocelyn June 29th. So this proves right there that neither one of these motherfuckers are married. Because first of all, wedding dates don't fluctuate. Either you were married June 29th or you were married July 29th. It's like, can they get on the same page with what day that they were actually married? And I find it funny that Benzino wasn't there. Nobody else was there, but they're supposedly married. I'm not buying their marriage. I think it's just a sham. It's just something for them to create a storyline. And the whole situation to me is just ratchet. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this week's episode of The Young and the Ratchet. What was your favorite scene? What did you think about this week's episode? And if you are not following, make sure you follow me. I am @LovelyT on Twitter. See you guys next week. All right, deuces.